All right, everybody. Welcome back to Show and Tell. What the hell? All right. I got something very nice for y'all. I'm excited because you're going to experience right now a figure that I've been waiting for, and a lot of people have been waiting for quite some while. And we're going to take it out of this box together, boys and girls. And here we go. We're gonna do this. Oh, do it from the side. From the side. It's a Master. We know that it's a Master of the Universe Classics. And who is it? Yes, the much anticipated Horde Mummy Rat Trap. We used to call him Horde Mummy, but yes, just in time for Halloween. And oh my God, this is just awesome. Yeah, I've been waiting for this guy for quite some while. This year's selection has been awesome, and I'm very happy to be getting this figure. And Super 7 has really outdone themselves. And well, you know, I'm gonna also give major props to the Four Horsemen who sculpted this thing in the first place. But here's a Horde Mummy Rat Trap. Look at that! Look at that art there. Isn't that cool? That is so awesome. So I'm not going to read this out for you. If you want to see it, you can go ahead and pause the video and get a little glimpse of it. You know, I'm not a big fan of the BIOS because myself, and I like to, I don't know, sometimes I like to come up with my own little stories. Go with the old mythos, develop the stories in my imagination. And sometimes I just don't care, really, to be honest with you. But look at the box here. Yeah, it's basic Masters of the Universe Classics box. 10th anniversary, 2008 to 2018. And we're going to open up this guy here, and we're going to get more into detail. And here we go, folks. Excuse me. Think I got a beetle stuck in my throat. Anyway, so here is our Horde Mummy figure. Very balanced. Very well done. Now, look, I'm not going to overdo it and get totally excited and say this is the best figure ever. I have found a few things that I could say could have used in some improvement. But let's do the good stuff, the bad stuff, and then bring it around. Oh. The curse. Sorry, guys. That was a that was my phone stand, and I think this mummy. All right, I guess we're just gonna talk about good stuff. Sorry about that. No bad stuff, just good stuff. I apologize. Let me hear, sir. Let me stand you right back up there. That has never happened. I am so scared. For the curse of the Pharaoh is upon us. Anyway, now, well, let's just let's talk a little bit about what is so cool about it. First of all, this is the first time we're getting a mummy character. Not our first Egyptian character, but definitely in the Masters of the Universe has its fair share of Egyptian characters, and I think the first time I have seen this is the kind of character that should be made. There have been, well, I think it was an action figure price guide of sorts that I used to collect these action figure magazines that had price guides and all that. I've been collecting since probably the early 90s. I started off as a young child, and learned a valuable lesson in what a figure's worth, and started picking up the early X-Men line from Toy Biz, and so I started picking up these magazines along the way. I used to have stuff like Wizard, Nintendo Power, and then I also had a bunch of these action figure price guides. I forgot which one it was, but I remember seeing some concept figures. Which reminds me, I would love to get some of those Skeleton Warrior concept figures. Remember those guys? But I remember the Masters of the Universe had a mummy in there, and that started circulating around the internet. And as things got retroactively popularized, we started seeing this character pop up, and he was known to many as the Horde Mummy. So it's pretty cool to get this guy, and he was intended to be made 30 years ago, and he finally comes out now. Would have been cool to get an original Horde mummy toy. What the Horsemen did is they took some liberties and got a little crazy with it, and didn't give us some areas where you give us this real nice green, neon green skin. They gave us some Horde logos around here, and of course you can't have a Horde member without the Hordak Horde logo. I want to make this. You ever think about that? The Horde, Hordak, what an egomaniac. He makes everybody in his team wear a symbol with his face on there. I mean, that's, talk about, like, let's say I made a club and said, hey, guys, you have to have a picture of my face on all your t-shirts. That's the rule. You got to go out and do that. I mean, what if Donald Trump wanted us to do that? Say, hey, I need you all to wear Donald Trump t-shirts or logos. Would you all buy one? Okay, no political stuff here, guys. Anyway, so here he comes with his curved sword. He's got articulation right here. He's got that wrist swivel. So he could do a lot of cool things there. And he's got all the... Now, there is no articulation right here because you would have to sacrifice a lot of that sculpt. Same goes with over here. There is no arm swivel. But look at this here. Huh? Look what they did. Look what they gave us right there. Isn't that pretty neat? Right at the elbow, they gave us a little swivel here. That's something cool. What do you all think about that? Is that something that you think some of the more of the figures could use or could benefit from? I don't know, but you got the other standard articulation here. And, neck. It's very solid. Everything here is a brand new sculpt. Everything. This is one of those figures that it's a whole new tool, as they like to call it. Everything has been made from top to bottom, from the little feet here to the top of his head. And the weapons, nothing's been reused. This is awesome. And of course, going with the whole Horde theme, everyone in the Horde's got to have a crossbow. So that's one of the benefits, one of the perks of being a Horde member. And there's a little bit of a nice little click, one of those ratchet clicks. So you got a real good joint there, just real solid. He's got the little ankle movies moving around here. Ankle swivel. Nothing over here on the boot part. Nothing that you could swivel there. Does it really matter? I mean, he just looks cool. I mean, there's just my idea of articulation. You got your head, ball jointed head. You got your arm here. I really don't need this. I just need up and down. I need the thigh swivels. I need the legs to do that. And I need this over here and maybe the foot to go back and forth. I don't need those ankle rockers as much. But this guy's cool. Now let's talk about how I think the figure could have been approached or improved. Now, first of all, the paint is a little sloppy. I think the final product just gave us this weird dry brush over the face. And it's hard to tell, but it looks a little like, I mean, I don't know. It's a little bit on that between, I don't want to say dollar store, but this could have had a better, a more dry paintbrush application. But I'm not complaining too much. I mean, let's say like this figure, I'm going to give it already a 90. This is a 90, an A, maybe a 95. I don't know, because I'm getting nitpicky again. And over here, here's one thing that, I mean, I love that he's a Horde member, and but it would have been cool to get this removable. You know what I mean? So you don't have to necessarily have a Horde mummy. You could just have a cool mummy, and you could army build your mummies. So wouldn't that have been cool? And have different little mummy parts. Maybe they can redo this. Maybe we can get a Eternian mummy and redo some of the skin. I doubt that's going to happen. But those are just the only complaints I have. I wish this green was maybe a different color, just to, there's too much green on him. He looks, in the spirit of Halloween, he really comes off as a Christmas-like character. But hey, he just looks awesome. So anyway, here's your Horde mummy Wrap Trap. And let me do something here. Let me pause this. Stand up, sir. Stand up. Let me go and hunt down some of my little Horde figures, my OG Horde figures, and let's see how it looks compared to the rest of them. And here he is with the rest of the crew. Yeah. Horde gangsters. Hanging out. So yeah, I mean, he is a little bit bright. He's on the brighter side. The brighter side of life. And you could see how everything else in the Horde was a little bit more muted. It could be also because they're a little dusty too. Little thing back here. Oh, where is it right there? There you go. La, la, la. And had he gone with, I guess the green really just, it's a little too much, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this is a awesome figure, and I am so happy to have him with the crew. I am going to, what's the word? I'm just going to pretend that he's always been, yeah, pretend, let's pretend. I'm going to pretend that he's always been part of the original Horde squad, you know, which is cool, which is what he's for. Now, sometimes people, like, what I like to do is build, like, alternate versions. Like, I'll have a Horde Group B, like Avengers West Coast. I have that with several Skeletor groups. So I got, like, a Keldor Skeletor group. I got a Battle Armor Skeletor hanging out with some of the ones. I got some new adventures. So let's take these guys out real quick here and see how he looks with some other Horde figures that are more contemporary. And geez, man, the classic style. You got to get those, look at those details. Just saying, you got the Filmation. People want the Filmation so bad, but look how awesome that, just, oh, wow. Okay. Here you go. This makes a little bit more sense color-wise. This Hordak. In-betweener Hordak. Tweener Hordak. And let's put him with, there you go, Dial-A-Mug. Yeah, missing a little thing there. Where did it go? Oh, God! I'm losing everything here. Yeah. Yeah, see, that makes sense. This looks better. Got the brighter colors going on. So the in-betweener, the classics mixed with Filmation. I don't know, but I still want to put him with the classics group. I still want to say, hey, this guy's an OG Horde member. Oh, where's that rock dude at? He would be cool here too. So yeah, there you go. Rat Trap, highly recommend it. I don't know if you can pick them up online at this point, but that's why you got to start subscribing. That's why you got to start. If Super 7, keep in touch. Add them on Facebook, Instagram. Get their emails. If they say that they got a figure or a line of figures coming up, you better hurry up and put in your orders for them, because your pre-orders, because otherwise you may not see these guys ever again. And then we live in a day and age where you have these scalpers and people on eBay trying to sell them for twice as much or more. So get them while you can. You have a good chance to get these figures. I am so happy I picked them up. I would have, if I didn't get him, I would have really regretted it. I would be crying right now, curled up in a little ball in the corner, singing Barbra Streisand to myself. So, happy Halloween, folks. It's not Halloween yet. I'm going to try to make some videos before Halloween. Maybe find some more spookier themed figures. And do a little show and tell on these guys. But glad to have Rat Trap. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you for your awesome comments. Just the awesome ones. And, you know what? Thanks for the negative comments too, fellas. You know? Thanks for putting me in my place. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Be safe. And, yeah, what the hell?